Yo, what up, though? Let's chill with me. We're gonna get into this card, man. RBE presents the Getback. It's going down February 29th. Order on pay-per-view at rarebreedent.com. It's gonna be in Atlanta, the music room. They just said fuck drama, man. But nah, it's a solid card, man. It's headlined by 40 Cal versus Ill Will. These are just my initial thoughts, man. I'm not. My predictions will be coming days before the event, maybe a day or two before the event. I'm gonna do a live prediction show because I like to do that with the family, with the chat family, and the live chat on YouTube. So that's what'll be going down. This is just like kind of my initial thoughts, filling out process as far as the card is concerned. Like I said, it looks solid on paper. The main event, look, man, RBE, this is what they do. They take big risks and hope that it pay off. I feel like their method is this, or this might be their outlook. I don't know for sure. I'm just spewing out shit, right? I'm just giving you my thoughts. I feel like they know getting these type of people, bringing them back, a Jay Mills, a King Los, a 40 Cal. I feel like they know that that's a win within itself. Just having them on the card. You got a former Dipset member, a former guy in the industry, a former battle rapper, a Fight Club legend. So he's going to just automatically, his name on the card is going to bring a lot of awareness to your brand. So that's kind of the win in itself already. The cherry on top is that you hope he's actually nice, but you already made it to the level. You know what I'm saying? You already made it to the stats you want to take it to. The payoff is them actually performing well. So you got 40 Cal versus Ill Will as the headliner. And my initial thoughts was this is what they do. That was really it. I was just like, okay, this is a very RBE type of move. Now, 40 Cal, battle rap experience, very much so. Far removed from what's going on in today's culture of battle rap. But he said he's been watching, seen him on Math, Hoffa's My Expert Opinion, which is a crazy great show, and he was talking as if he was keeping up with things. But they all say that. Jay Mills used to say he was watching it. Cassie, of course, was watching it, attending events, but watching it and programming yourself to, I guess, succeed in this climate is just totally different. I've been watching battle rap forever. Never really took big breaks away from watching it. I still don't think I'll be able to totally, conform to this new era of battle rap. I'm pretty sure if I tried to write 3 rounds, I would probably say some dated shit. It's just going to come with a lot of repetition, and I feel like we're going to see some ring rust. And with that said, I don't know what type of elite level Ill Will we going to get, knowing that a lot of people going to feel like this is a walk in the park for him. So I haven't seen Ill Will in these situations before where he's like like Ill Will battles elite competition from Charlie Clips to Chef Trez to Mac to Av. In none of those battles, he was the overwhelming favorite. I can't remember last time Ill Will was like, oh, he about to dog walk this nigga. Ill Will don't get like, so I'm so curious to find out what his mindset is about this battle. How ready is he? So that's gonna be interesting because sometimes even the really elite level people in any sport can kind of level down, play to the level of their competition. So I'm not sure what we're getting, but that's the allure of RBE. You don't know what you're getting, but you know you gotta watch just because, like, they have a unique way to draw you in, and that's like a skill within itself. So we'll see, man. We'll see with that one. Also on the card, Big K, well respected in RBE circles. He's coming back. I think the last time he was on RBE was versus Calico. Versus Calico. Yep, yep. He was good in that battle. I think I gave him the dub. That I think I gave him the dub. I don't think I should keep saying that, being from Detroit. But I think gave him the dub for that one. He went against. He's going against Adi Boom, man. His return battle. That's gonna be an uphill battle for Big K because Big K already doesn't like pander to the crowd. He's never really the fan favorite. You going against like RBE royalty. You know what I'm saying? On a return, that's gonna be great. But I will say this: Big K has, like I said, I brought up the Calico battle. Big K does like to turn up when he's being doubted extremely. When he's the underdog in battles. He will, like against Rum Nitty, he did well. Everybody thought he was going. A lot of people thought he didn't have a shot. A lot of people didn't think he have a shot against Cal. He turns up. He will turn up. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he fares in this one. I think I was critical of Big K like maybe a year and a half ago because I seen all the guys who were punching like him back to back kind of update the level of punching, and I was like, I don't know if Big K can up his level. I don't know if he can get a little more intricate, pull from different references, and speed it up a lot. But he's really gotten better though. He's gotten better with his punching. He's gotten better with his punching, his timing, and his setups and all that. So I think he's going to put up a really good fight in this one. Adi Boom said he's been, and this is the thing. Adi Boom, who's had a layoff, obviously he got set down for something. Some real life issues happen. But when I say on his return, which will be much different than 40 Cal, he was a part. He was a part of this stage performance theater like era. So I don't think he's gonna be too out of place with it. I think it's just more about timing and structure with him. You know what I'm saying? Like how is he crafting the right type of rounds for this particular opponent in this particular setting and venue. That's gonna be more of my concern with Adi Boom. Also, like how much real talk are we gonna get, or he's gonna be a little more comedic, like he's known to be funny as well. Like I don't know which Adi we're gonna get. So I'm curious to see that. Curious to see that. I think that's gonna be a sneaky good matchup though. I haven't seen too many people talking about that aside from just being happy to see Adi Boom return. I think that's actually going to be one of the better battles on the card. Um, what got potential to be the best battle on the card though is Danny Myers versus A Ward. Man, two two of the like five hardest working people from last year. Like I actually see another one on here. I actually see two on here that's in that top five of hardest working, you know, battles, all like 5 battles within a month type of people on here. The only person that's not on here that's in that top five is C3. Shout out to C3. She battled a lot last year too. But these two, man, Danny Myers and A Ward battled so much last year and gave us so much quality and quantity that it was 2020, man. They had to face each other. They had to do this. They had to finally lock horns, and we're getting on RBE, which I feel like is a neutral ground. I feel like Danny has built enough revenue in URL now, even though it took him a long time to really gain their love and affection. But you've seen it in the Mike P battle, you've seen it in a couple battles before. So I felt like, you know, it's like a in-house fraternity. Once you make it in URL, they're gonna really rock with you in battles against people who are, not set in stone and committed to that brand. So it wouldn't have been right for A Ward over there. I feel like A Ward would have had the advantage if it was on King of the Dot. I feel like RBE is neutral territory for both, even though Danny's been over there a few times. I don't feel like he's just like the crowd. I don't feel like they just like adore him over there or anything. You know what I'm saying? So this is a neutral setting, man, and it's just made for the way they styles kind of complement each other is just making for a potential battle of the night because I know they're both going to rebuttal. I know they can both punch, but then I also know they can both angle and get personal at the same time. While in their within their structure, they can touch on multitude of things, but they can keep you engaged the whole time because they got energy. It's not a dull moment with them round per round. You know what I'm saying? I don't recall any many bad battles by A Ward. I don't think he's had any. You know, but aside from Danny choking, he hasn't had bad battles. When he's completed all three, I didn't look at it like that battle was atrocious or Danny was just awful. Like I said, aside from the choking ones. All right, so high quality, man. My concern though is with Danny because a week prior to that, he got mad flex. Got mad flex. I'm just like, Danny, take it easy. Like I'm worried, you know what I'm saying? That's a concern. And I know he can do it. He's done it before, but I think this is a different ordeal because you're dealing with guys who aren't just punch crazy. Like these guys are gonna crap shit to try to break you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little worried about that. Hopefully, A Ward doesn't have anything crazy like that planned around Danny either, because I know he likes to live on the wild side too and book a lot of battles. But yeah, battle of the night for me. Battle of the night for me. Sharon versus Chef Trez. Ooh, could be a goodie too. Like people just don't like Sharon. I get it. I get it. His voice is nasally, the gun gestures, but when he angle, like when he has a real angle he can attack, he's really potent at it. He can really, you know what I'm saying, dig in that bag. I like that. I like when he does that. Um, I know he rebuttals and freestyles, but I can't give it up like that with him. Like I don't think his shit be that explosive and lethal to me. But I know going against Trez, when you go against Trez, he forces you to try to outshine him in that regard. So we're going to see that. We're going to see that from Sharon. And Sharon had a solid year last year, man. Really solid year. I heard this year he started off really well. So, nice. I'm not saying I do. Didn't see it. I was at an event that day. So but I hear a lot of people give him the win versus Geechee. Y'all know me. I gotta wait till the footage drop because I don't know. I don't know about that one, but yeah, man, I heard he at least performed well, so we'll see about that. Chef Trez, he's on the list, hardest working man of 2019. Battles everywhere on all platforms. Became a main eventer on RBE on his debut. Debuted on RBE as the main event versus Ill Will, and what was a high quality battle. I will put it probably like in my top 20 battles of 2019. It was really, really good. Yeah, it's gonna be freestyle rebuttals. To me, it's just gonna be simply about who has the better material outside of the off script stuff. That's really what's gonna come down to. Who can captivate you and land the more haymaker shots. That's not a freestyle rebuttal type of shit. Because you know you're gonna get those extra points with those. But what about the shit you actually have written? It's really gonna come down to that, and we're gonna see who's the more like well-rounded battler in that aspect. So I'm looking forward to that. You got JC versus Oops is a goodie. That's a good. Now that's one I didn't see. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Honestly, man, like if you took 40 Cal and Ill Will off the card, this is still this. You got, you could have main evented. Danny Myers and A Ward could have been the main event, and I don't think we would have been like, oh y'all bugging. Like for an RBE card, it's like so they got some ones on here. JC versus Oops is gonna be a good one too because JC JC is really good at countering what he knows is coming. What if you're very I wouldn't say predictable, but if you have a certain template of what you do, he's very good at exposing that. He's not an angler per se, but he's very good at brushing off what you do very well. And we know what uh what Oops does very well. Real talk, those third rounds, you know, bringing justice and race relation related stuff and religion and all the important things that people talk about in real life. you know, he knows how to bring that to the forefront and tie it in battle rap. But I think JC is also good at that too. As you've seen him versus the Saga. I get Oops is a horseman now, so it's just woo, it's going to have a nice little backstory to it because I'm pretty sure Oops is going to reference the Saga battle. That's my that's just my thought. Um, I can see that happening. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a more it's going to be punching because Jay Z because JC can punch. I feel like it's going to be more about trying to just make the other one look bad, whether it's about JC and like the Israelite shit and being affiliated with I think it was Vice Lords or some shit. I don't know what they always say bring up his gang affiliation or it's gonna be JC trying to flip, him as a politician, being a dirty politician or something like that. So it's not gonna be punch heavy. It's gonna be angle heavy. So it's gonna be interesting to see who can make the other one look away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that one too. That's very, very interesting. Who else we got here? Rosenberg Raw versus Snake Eyes. It's weird because I think they both were solid last year, but I don't know how this matchup goes. I feel like Rosenberg and Snake Eyes need people that they are heavy underdogs against because that's when they turn up. Like Snake versus Geechee coming up, I feel like we're gonna get one of the best Snake Eyes. Rosenberg, who he faces Young Ill in St. Louis. I think that's gonna be one of the better Rosenbergs because he's back against the wall. He's in the loo. You know what I'm saying. So I feel like those type of matchups are when you get the bet. Like when Rosenberg went against Rex. Rosenberg was really good, even with Rex doing all the antics, because that's Rex. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. So them going against each other, I don't know how they. Basically, what I'm saying, I don't know if they view each other as a threat, like a big enough threat to where they about to dumb out. So we gonna see. It's definitely a more kind of a throwback style that both of them have. Is that it's kind of that vintage, you know, punch 4 bar setup, bully aggression style shit. So if they view each other in high regards, then we got something. If not, eh, you never know. You never know. All right, so you got that. Blue Cocaine versus Lady J is also on the card. Gotta have the women representing. All the women held it down in 2019. Probably one of the best years for women. I can't really think of a better one. But this is going to be an interesting battle because there's been a lot of I wouldn't say hype. There's been a lot of talk about Blue Cocaine, and there is she's a polarizing figure in battle rap right now because there are some people who feel like she don't really she battle raps, but because like she's focused on other things, they think she's just kind of profiting off of battle rap to jump into other things, which is like kind of the key for a lot of people, right? I don't think everybody wants to battle rap forever, be a career battle rapper. But some people are calling her a culture vulture, like she's using the culture just for this other spin-off shit. She don't really got bars, but I like I have to commend her because she's learning on the fly, man. She's somebody who you can tell she loves battle rap. Like when she's there getting advice from Farrah, like she's picking up things. It's a process with her. She only been battling for like a year and a half, and this is already her second trip on RBE. So she's doing something right, man. I know her promo game strong, but Lady J promo game is strong too. Lady J is very seasoned. That same card was ladies and gents. Lady J had the better performance. They both won, but I was much more impressed with what Lady J did to Smurf than what Cocaine did against Floss the Boss. I don't know what Floss the Boss was doing in that battle. We gotta talk, Floss. We gotta talk, brother. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how much she's leveled up, how much she's learned. I think she had another battle not too long ago. I seen it drop. It was Norris was there. She was battling on some league. I forgot who she battled, but she was a little better in there. She was a little better in that one, a little more comfortable. She's always got a personality that translates well on cam. So I think she's going to do her numbers. I think Lady J is going to do good. It's with Lady J, it's about sometimes she can she slipped up. I heard her in the battle on URL. Was it? I forgot where it was at. It might have been for that royalty. Was it royalty day 2, something like that? Hershey was slipping up in the battle. Can't do that. Can't do that on the big stage. Got to tighten that up. So I'm always down to see the ladies perform. So I'm gonna be checking that one out. Speaking of Floss the Boss, he back. He'll be going against KT, who had a standout 1SK versus LL Cool G. That should be a good one. I think Floss will be back in his element against a guy. I just think pairing him with he's not the one you want to pair up with a woman. First of all, he was ultra aggressive in the face off, and I was just like, he's not used to this. He's not used to it. I think he didn't know how to approach that battle or just that whole thing. Get him back his element against somebody who's talented, gifted, that can like really take his head off. KT, he might joke around, but then when he get in his serious bag, and plus like Foster boss, like he'll probably flip your name kind of crazy, so you gotta be aware of that. So I expect this one to be a really good battle, man. I really do. I think it's gonna shock a lot of people. Uh, Wavington versus Boss Carr. I've seen one Boss Carr battle, solid brother. I seen Wavington. I believe he was against Bill Collector not too long ago. He was okay. I'm kind of up in the air about this one. I haven't seen that many of their battles to really give you. I gotta go back in the stash and watch more. I've probably seen one apiece, so that's gonna be a stalemate. The one SK that I'm looking forward to is Payne versus Zay, man. Zaytoven, North Carolina versus Ohio. That's gonna be it. This now so far, I predicted. Y'all remember it's on Twitter. I think I've said it on here. I had KT versus LL Cool G. I said going in, I was like, this is gonna be probably the best one SK they ever had, and it was. I don't even know. Let's Talk Bad Rap said Yoshi G and J2 Jersey, but I said this was gonna be probably the best one, the best one. All right, and it was to most of everybody else. Payne versus Zay might give them a run for their money. They just might do it. They just might. Payne is really, really good at punching, at you know, being aggressive. Got a voice that carries and carries in a building. He has some haymaker type stuff. Very impressive. He's tested the waters. Went against Holmesy. He's battled like Mr. Mills, who's also a RBE like guy who's over there, so he's familiar with going against guys who rocked that stage before. He won't be shell shocked at all. You're talking about a guy who's been rapping in front of like Charlie Clips and all those judges, Swave, when he was part of the draft night thing. So he's gonna be very comfortable. Zaytoven has been doing his thing in the Carolinas, man. And I like the way he sets up his. I like people with good setups. I like when your setups don't be. First of all, I don't like when they're drawn out too long. But I also like when your setups are disguised well, so we don't know what's coming when you punch. He's really good at that. So pay attention to his setups because it's not going to lead you to know what punch he's going to hit you with something a little bit unorthodox, man. And I like the people from the South too because they references be about shit that they experienced in their hometown and stuff like that. Like I love that. So like Zaytoven is really creative. He's nice, man. He's nice. He can rap too. So it's gonna be an interesting battle, man. I'm glad I was about to give a prediction for this one. I'm glad I didn't because we ain't doing that. But I'm looking forward to it though. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, overall this card is solid, man. I don't see that many bad battles on here. That just like I would give a thumbs down to. I think the ones I'm not that high on is probably just Rosenberg, Snake Eyes, and Wavington and Boss Carr. That's just and that one is just based on lack of familiarity. And like I said, with Raw and Snake Eyes, I just think they need to be the underdog in battles for them to really, max out their potential. In my opinion, my humble opinion, I could be tripping. They might hear this and say, you know how battle raps are. They don't take any criticism well, like any, And I'm not coming from a hateful or hurtful place. I don't have no favorite. Y'all know me. I shouldn't have to explain all that. But anyway, so we'll see, man. It's the Get Back. It's February 29th. Later this month. RBE, cop the pay-per-view, Rare Breed, ENT.com, man, Atlanta. So if you in Atlanta, you in the Atlanta area around that time, you fuck with battle rap, I don't see why you wouldn't pull up to that one. That's all I'm saying. If they invited me, I might take a day. You know what I'm saying? If I got invited, I'll probably take some days off. Like, all right, I'm there. But yeah, so that's it, man. Those are my initial thoughts. I think it's a solid card. Like, if I had to grade it on a scale of 1 to 10, it's looking like, cause like, big. I guess the main event kind of brings it down. Like, if the main event was something else, like if that was Ill Will versus Pat Stay, should be like an 8.5. 40 Cal drops it to a 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't see how y'all ain't. How hasn't anybody booked Ill Will versus Pat Stay? That was like made. All right. Anyway, I'm about to go on a tangent. But anyway, that's it. That's my time. Those are my initial thoughts. And as always, keep it battle rap. Love.